Hit subscribe, y'all, cause it's free. Hit subscribe, y'all, cause it's free for me. Hit subscribe, y'all, cause it's free. Hit subscribe, y'all, cause it's free to see what's good, everybody. Okay, it's loud in here this morning, so I apologize if you're gonna be hearing some background noise. I do apologize. But if you're new here, thank you for coming to check out my channel. If you are an old subscriber, I appreciate your time. Thank you too for coming back and checking out my content. Make sure you give me a like and subscribe. Like I said, if you're new, and also I want you guys to give me a comment on the topic if you want to join in or whatever. This baby girl, she shout out. Alright, so today's video, I want to talk about Squid Game Season 2. Now, this, oh my god, this, to me, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. We gotta get up in it. Yo, when I say they did their shit on Squid Game Season 2, they did a great job. They did a great job. First of all, there's so many things that, we could dive into, but I just want to point the obvious out. I like how they dove into all the characters, like all the characters that was in season 1. The main part, the one that played Dochi on the train with them when he was acting them. Yes, mommy. When they went to before they even got to even play in the game, they dove into his character a little bit. I like how they dove into the cops. The cop that was oh god, did you shit? Okay, I like how they dove into the cop that was in that was supposed to be the brother of the front man. And it's funny because I didn't even see the ending, but I didn't see the whole end. I kind of fell asleep on it. So like I said, it was so many different things. They dove into that character. They dove into like each character that was in season 2, like the newer people, the girl that was she worked for I guess like the town parades and stuff like that, and she was wearing the mask. They dove into like the so she was a guard, so they dove into different stuff. They dove into society and how, because when, for instance, when they started the game, everybody was excited because they seen Thanos in there with the purple hair, so they was excited about that, and that just speaks a lot, like how it is today in society. Like everybody, like I'm gonna have to go. Let me go. What's wrong, mommy? Okay, so let me go back for a second, because when they first started the game, in the first one, everybody was just like, oh, what's going on, like that. But in the second one, because they had somebody and that was in the game before, they didn't believe him. They didn't believe that he knew the game. They thought he was like crazy or whatever like that. So that's another thing in society, like people, when there's money involved, most of the times it's hard to believe who's keeping it real, who's not, and stuff like that. It's very hard. It's not the most easiest task, because they had a lot of money on the line. So, but I'm gonna be going back and forth because there's so many different references. Like, so we're gonna go back to with the guy with the green, not green, what do you have, purple hair, the guy with the purple hair, the guy with, sorry y'all, this house plays so fucking much. The guy with the purple hair, they was excited. So that's just okay. They was like, so excited right now. So social media right now is in an all-time high. They were he was cool, but he was like, he was doing his little 1-2, popping his little thing, and then you had the people siding with him because he wanted to stay and get some money, whatever like that, get the bag, get the last or whatever like that. But that was kind of hard because he was attacking the one guy because he was mad about the crypto situation. Excuse me. So stop, Link. So with the crypto situation, he was upset about that because it's like they was mad at the man because he was a YouTuber, and that speaks a lot about the whole YouTube and social media thing. Like, you can follow what you want, you can do what you want, you basically have a choice, that's basically what it was about. You have a choice to do this or do that. So they was mad at him because they followed what he was saying about the crypto, and it wasn't his fault. He was just making his YouTube videos and telling people, what worked for him, and they got upset and they wanted to attack this man. So that was cool how they made a reference to that. Also, like I said about the choices, when the guy was in the park, the one that was playing Dochi with them, he went to the park while they were following, because they was trying to follow him the whole time and find out where is that, because basically 456, he wanted to, 2 years that went by, he wanted to go back to the island. He could have left, took the money, but he just was trying to stop the games, because in his heart he didn't feel like it was right. So it spoke a lot about his character and the person that he was. Like, yeah, he went there, he wanted the money or whatever like that, but after he seen Yes Baby, after he seen what went down in the games, he was trying to stop the situation. But it seemed like the more he tried to stop the situation, the more it backfired, because Frontman was now in the games too. Even though he didn't know that was Frontman, but he was trying to control the narrative as well. But back to what I was saying about the whole choice. People have a choice. He went to the park. The Dochi guy went to the park, and he gave the people that was homeless a choice. You want this bread because you're hungry, or do you want to take this ticket because you want money, whatever like that, to get whatever you want? They could have easily took the bread because they were hungry, but that just says a lot about the world we live in. People like money, you know what I'm saying? And they'll take money over anything instead of their own, hunger. Like, I'm hungry right now, but I don't give a fuck about being hungry. I'd rather take that. I'll take a choice of getting this ticket and losing, you know what I'm saying? But because the house is so high that, I have a choice, it's like I have a choice. And then after he gave everybody a choice, only 1 or 2 people picked the bread out of like 100 or 80, however many people that was in the park that was kind of homeless. Only those few people picked the bread. Mostly everybody picked the lottery ticket. So after that, he sat over there and he stepped on the bread. He literally stepped on the bread, and they were like, "What is?" The guys that were watching him that was with 456. They're like, "What's going on? Why would he do that?" And it was like, what's going on? He's crazy, but he made it obvious and he said it clear. I gave everybody a choice of what they wanted to do. So that's why I really think I love how they did the second season. It was so many other more references. I'm gonna do a part 2. That was just the first half of it. I'm gonna write down some more notes, and I'm definitely gonna get back to y'all. I just wanted to make this video because I just wanted to, I'm proud of Netflix how they did. They did a great job with those small references and putting things into place. They did a great job. And like I said, season 1 was more or less, this is the game, this is what it is. Season 2, they got into the city more. They dove more to the city. Like, you only seen the poor town of I want to say, what is Korea. So I want to say North Korea. They only really showed you the poor part of that. In the second season, they dove more into, okay, this is like Seoul is more of the so sorry guys, loud house moment. It was more of, they dove more into, okay, this is the city right here. This is, this is what what it is. You got 456. He literally bought out a whole motel, and he was paying people to find this guy because he really believed in his heart that it was possible to find him, because he know what he's saying. But they thought he was crazy, but they didn't really care, because I'm gonna get some too. The people that he was working with. The man is crazy because that man was his boss, and he was I don't know. You had to last because you had looked the shit. Yeah, I don't know what is that. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, so the man was actually his boss in season 1 because he went to him to borrow money, but the roles had changed because he had won the money at the end, and he was paying that guy now to assemble troops to try to find this person. Even if they thought he was crazy, whatever like that, they didn't care. It was money involved, so it was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, for my families, and we need the money, so we gonna do what we gotta do. So they even if they didn't believe him or not, they still like, that's basically, it's showing like people that not will do anything for money, but it's like money is kind of like a big thing in every country, and not that they were selling out or anything like that, but in the same breath, they always believed wasn't really important, because they felt that he believed it enough and he was paying them, so they didn't care. They was gonna still look for this guy that's in the subway playing Dochi with people to get them to come to the games. Girl, you stink so bad. I gotta change your diaper. I said I was going to do a part two, but I got a few more references I want to talk about. It was another reference that was cool because they dove into the cop's mom. The cop that was supposed to be friends with the front brother, they dove into that, his background story. So we found out, and we also found out that he wasn't blood brothers with the front man. That was his stepbrother. But my baby father told me earlier that they had made a reference trying to say that 456 and the front man was like brothers, or they was related in some type of way. So it all got a connection. But like I said, it was so many references. You got the girl that was in, she was a transgender, and she was treated different, because of her sex preference or whatever like that. But she was a leader, and she was, helpful in the long run, and she was very kind, so it's like you can't really judge a book by its cover because, she was handling business. She made sure that her team was good. You had the pregnant girl. She was significant in this because people felt sorry for her because she was pregnant, so they was making sure that she was safe. And the front man in 456, because the front man was, I think the front man was more trying to get inside 456 head and see how he thought, what was his thought process, why would you come back to this game if it was so bad. But he really had a love and a genuine love for people. He didn't want to see anybody else die or go through that situation that he's saying, so he was trying to stop the situation. But after the first game, and then he was telling them, this is going to be the next game, and they changed all the games up. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he was trying to help them, and he was trying to do what he had to do, but they had changed the games up. So now people are thinking like, do he know what he's talking about? So that kind of swayed the decision, and it was more or less, it wasn't like more men versus women. It was like who wants to stay versus who wants to go, because everybody had a choice to pick if they wanted to stay. The circle was they wanted to stay, X was they wanted to leave. So in this season, they was able to keep the package. Thank you, babe. Okay, I got something, but okay. Let me see. Mama, chill. Blinks, don't start that. Let me see the ashtray book. So in this season, it was that was what it was against. It was who wanted to stay versus who wanted to go home, because that's how they teamed it up, which was good because you kind of see. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. You kind of see the different aspects of who wanted to stay, who wanted to leave. So the people that wanted to leave, they wanted to stay, but they even switched it up where after every game, you got a chance to, whoever got eliminated or whatever that game, you get a chance to take the money and leave. But people still wasn't. So that just speaks a lot about people too in society. How people are greedy, and they're gonna go after the big number instead of, people, like, it's about a moral thing. Like, people are dying here. I know I could be next because these people, like, if I don't win, but because people are so stuck in believing that I can do this, and I'm saying that nobody should have confidence in they can't, but we gotta look at the bigger picture. Like, we can leave with something. You know what I'm saying? Nobody didn't want to leave with nothing. Like, you gotta have people that want to leave with something. You got the other half, because it always came down to that one person. They always start from the top, and they 456, and they went down to one, which was the front man. One was the front man now. Like I said, but then he didn't know that 456 didn't know that one was the front man. It's so many references. I could go on and on about it because it was so many different things that I wanted to touch bases on. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a part two. I'm gonna go take some notes, some more notes, because this was off the head. So I'm gonna go write some stuff down. I want to tell y'all, like, it's so many more references, but I just like the way they did. Sorry, I just like the way that they did this Squid Games. It was so cool. Wait, one more thing I want to say about the guy with the purple hair, Thanos, because he was famous. Everybody, they want to take a picture. It was like, it just speaks like how social media is kind of just taking over the world. They want to get a picture with him, and stuff like that. Not knowing or listening to the guy when he's saying, "Oh, I've been here before," whatever. People are, kind of stuck in their ways, and they don't want to hear what anybody else has to say. It's like, okay, I'm gonna believe what I want to believe, and that's just what it is. And he was trying to tell them, but like I said, that threw off his judgment of him because of the fact that he said he knew all the games and what was going to be next, and it wasn't those games. So that made people start feeling like, maybe this ain't right. Maybe he don't know what he's talking about. So that kind of persuaded most of the people. Should I stay? Should I go? And most of them was like, I want to stay because he clearly know what he's talking about. But some people did believe him, and then some people had, they felt like this ain't right. Like, you can leave with something, but you got the other group that's like, you know what? I want to stay because I want to get to the end. And he trying to tell them only one person really made it to the end, which was me. So I'm gonna get back with y'all. I'm gonna get y'all on another part 2 with this, and I'm gonna tell y'all basically some more references that I picked out. I really, like I said, I just love the way Netflix did it. I love how they did it. I love all the references. I love how they went into the backstories of the people that was in the first one that still survived. I love how they, how each character had a certain role, and it spoke a lot about society. But that's why I'm gonna break down each character that I felt was significant. I forgot about the boat. Not the boat man. What the fuck? The captain in the boat. He played, and I was saying that in the beginning, like he's just giving me weird vibes. He's kind of like, you okay, mommy? He's giving me kind of weird vibes, and it kind of feel like he's on some funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Because why? And I, usually when a character's in there, they're in there for a reason. It's not just like, okay, he's taking it back and forth. It was a reason why they wasn't finding the island, because he was in on it the whole time. It was so crazy. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. If you made this far in the video, make sure you give me a like. Come back and check out some more content. Squid Games 2 was... Yes, mommy. Squid Games 2 was the best. Hands down. They definitely gonna have a season 3. And I love you guys. So I hope everybody's having a great new year. I hope everybody's focusing on those goals, and we getting some stuff done this year. You're doing your manifestations, your meditations, and stuff like that. Positive, stay positive, even when things are not always, on the up and up. Everything does get better. It's always a little bit of light at the end of that rainbow, or the rainbow. What is it? It's after the storm. It's some light that comes out. So I see you guys later. Have a great day.